Einen schönen guten Tag, liebe Zuhörerinnen und liebe Zuhörer. Wir sind heute im Quest Hotel, einem ehemaligen Kloster, mitten in Köln. Und der Grund, warum wir hier sind, ist, weil viele Freunde aus Afrika auf Deutschland-Tournee sind. Unter anderem auch mein Freund Lionel Adams vom Babylonstoren. Babylonstoren hat eine ganz faszinierende Geschichte. Nur da Lionel Südafrikaner ist, müssen wir jetzt auf Englisch wechseln. Hello Lionel.
Hi, thank you so much.
Good to have you here in Germany.
Thank you, Ollie.
How was your tour so far?
Loved it, loved every moment, friendly people, had quite a few meetings and enjoyed
You've just been to Berlin?
We've been to Berlin and then we came to Düsseldorf and now we're here in Cologne.
Okay.
Yeah, and love every moment.
So how important is the German core market for?
It is really important. I mean, we always had quite a lot of Germans coming to South Africa and we would like to keep it that way. And that's why we're here to share Babylonstoren with all the travel agents and operators. And of course, with you as well, and your listeners.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me again. Lionel, you're a person who's been with Babylonstoren right from the beginning. Yes. So that means, when was it built? When was it bought by the... So there's a story of the founder couple. It's Koos Becker and Karen Rose.
Yes. You know, the passion is history and gardening. And when this property was in the market and was available, they wanted to buy it because it dates back to over 300 years.
Yeah.
And the Babylonstoren estate was part of the original land in the Drakensberg Valley.
Yeah.
And it was granted to the Dutch settlers, and the initial farm was set up in 1692 by Pieter van der Bijl.
1692?
Yes.
Okay. So we are talking about a winery as well as the vegetable farm as well as animals?
Yes. It was a working farm.
It was a working farm?
Yeah, it's still a working farm. And we have this beautiful garden. And this beautiful garden was inspired by the Cape Company Gardens in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's 3.5 hectares. We have over 300 edible plants in the garden.
Yeah.
We have a kitchen garden now, a new kitchen garden. There's a spice garden, spice house, and we have a clavier house, and we have a succulent house on the property as well. Loads of activities that we offer to our guests, and for our visiting guests, we have also the garden tours, a guided garden tour.
Before we talk about this,
yes.
I have a couple of different questions again.
Yes.
So if you talk about Babylonstoren, so we talk about a 60 minutes drive from Cape Town.
Yes.
Firstly, okay. So it's easy to
It's easy accessible, yes.
Yeah.
So and of course it's 45 minutes from Cape Town International.
Yeah.
And you're based so centrally because Franschhoek, Stellenbosch and Paarl is 20 minutes drive from Babylonstoren.
Yeah. And the property was taken over by a South African entrepreneur, Koos Becker, who's a very wealthy man and very successful in entrepreneurship, and
still very involved. Yes,
very involved. He's holding shares on 10 cent in China, and which makes him not more poor than before actually. And Karen Ross herself, she was the editor-in-chief for the air decoration. So she has a hand for the furniture and the interior and everything.
It is, and I mean, if you look at some of the accommodation that we have, it looks very fresh, very minimalistic, unbelievable buildings, and the guests will definitely enjoy that. The views are just amazing from those cottages, especially the Fynbos cottages, which is like 1.5 kilometers away from the main reception area. So you can make use of your own golf cart, or you can use a bicycle. And what a lot of guests do, they walk from those cottages after the best breakfast in the Babel restaurant.
So this is the latest expansion of the Babylonstoren, the Fynbos cottages.
The Fynbos cottages, yes. Yeah. We have the family house also there, which sleeps as a 5-bedroom house.
Yeah, 5 bedrooms.
It sleeps 10 guests, has its own swimming pool. It's almost like a huge 2-bedroom cottage. with your living area and a kitchen overlooking the swimming pool and the 3 one-bedroom suites outside.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And if you do the family cottage, if you rent it, can you rent also a private chef to do the braai maybe or everything?
Yeah, preferably in advance, and there will be an extra charge for that.
Yeah, sure.
But what I've experienced over these years, I mean, since we've opened the family house, is that guests would like to do their own thing, but you do get guests that would like to have a chef that braais for them. So they go into the farm shop because we have the meat room there, and they buy whatever cuttings of meat they would like to have, some sausages, some salads they order from the restaurant. The restaurant will get that ready for them, and we bring it to their cottage. They make the fire and they start the braai.
Yeah.
And unbelievable.
Yeah.
Enjoy your family, enjoy the house, and of course enjoy the company.
Yeah. So you grow some of the biggest cows in the world, the Italian.
The Chianina cows, yes.
Chianina, okay, yeah. So you have a very big stakes for it, right?
Yeah, it all depends on what you would like to have. And I mean, with the Chianina, we have the water buffaloes as well. And one of the activities that we offer to our guests is the water buffalo tour, where you go to our sister farm, and they will explain to you everything about that area and the water buffaloes, of course, and you will be able to feed some of the baby buffaloes. And when you come back to the Babel restaurant, you will be able to enjoy some of the cream cheeses, the mozzarellas, and some of the water buffalo milk.
Which you're very famous for.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that is the Babel restaurant, and you have the greenhouse. But let's stay with the accommodation. So we have the Fynbos cottages, and then we have the garden cottages.
Yes. The garden cottages is similar to the Fynbos cottages. You also have 5 2-bedroom cottages, which is nice for families or for couples. And then you have 3 one-bedroom cottages. It's only for couples. And then, of course, you have the 6 one-bedroom suites. That's the older part of the accommodation. We've opened that on the 1st of December in 2010.
Which was the original lounge.
And guests love staying there because it's close to the garden, it's close to the greenhouse, the spa, the restaurant, reception, etc. Yeah, so they love. You do have guests that prefer to stay at the garden cottages, and you do have guests that prefer to stay at the Fynbos cottages.
And if you talk about guests, who comes to visit you? Is it garden lovers? Is it plant lovers? Is it just nature lovers? Or
I think it's basically everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, the word is out there that it's a must visit, and we offer an experience to the guests, and we are one of the. I personally think that we are the most beautiful and best working farm in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? And we've got...
Those are the British Sunday Times, they called you the Versailles of the vegetable gardens.
Thank you so much.
Cool, yeah.
Thank you. And I mean, we've got lots of add-ons. I mean, you know, if you look at the garden tour...
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yeah, we've got the team that will take you through in the morning and explain to you everything about the garden. And then, of course, we have the collections tour where they focus more on the different collections that we have, like your sidecats, your succulents, and they combine that with the healing garden and the spice garden.
So it's the different species of plants?
That's correct, yes. But you have to go there and experience that for yourself. And we also offer different workshops on the farm.
And can you spend your days hands-on, maybe harvesting something, or you need helping hands from your guests? or
One of the activities that we offer also to the guests, and all of these activities are complimentary for the guests staying with us, is the garden harvest. And because some of the rooms have kitchens, if you want to do your own thing on the farm, I mean, a lot of guests traveling don't feel like going out for lunch or for dinner all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why we have this unbelievable activity where you can go with a gardener in the garden. We call it the garden harvest. You harvest what you need. You can go to the farm shop, you buy your meat, you can get some or buy some fish from the restaurant, we can deliver some fish from the restaurant, and you can prepare your own meal in the cottage, and that's what a lot of families do that stay over with us. An unbelievable experience.
So it's farm to table.
Farm to table, yeah. You can taste the freshness of those vegetables.
Okay, so 80% of all the products you offer to your guests are from the farm.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And and as I said, I mean, you can taste the freshness. You can also go into the farm shop where we have the liquor room. You can find your waters, your juices, your nuts, your chocolates, and your pastries. You can find that. So if you just want a quick bite, you can go in there, order a cappuccino, or whatever, and you can order a croissant and walk through the garden and enjoy eating that. And then, of course, you have a coffee roastery, you have the meat room, and the farm shop. So everything that we produce on the farm, we sell in the farm shop.
And to take home, you offer also workshops on making your own products in regards of cosmetics or scents and.
Yeah, the other activity is the essential oils tour. So you have to book for
scents
that.
And oils.
Essential oils, where they will take you to the lavender fields. You get onto this vehicle. They will take you to the lavender fields and explain to you all these plants with essential oils in them. And then afterwards, you go to the scented room, and you'll be able to make your own hand and foot scrub, which is an unbelievable building. So everything that we use in the different departments, we sell in the farm shop. In the home shop. The farm shop is a different area where you get the breads and the olive oil, balsamic vinegar, etc.
And so you also have a spa with your own products, I guess, your own oils and massage.
Yeah, we make use of different products. But we've expanded the spa a bit. We've got an unbelievable hot spa area at the moment, and guests love spending time there. I mean, we have treatment rooms, we have 2 hammams, and with all of these activities that I'm talking about, is when guests arrive, they can go on or join one of the tours when there's availability. And so they don't have to sit around and wait for the room. It gives us time to get the room ready.
Yeah, okay, I understand that.
So they can settle in and enjoy themselves.
Yeah. And what is the average length of stay?
I will say 2 to 3 nights.
Yeah.
But as you know, I mean, when traveling and you love an estate, it's always not enough time. I can say 5 nights, but what I can also say is that a lot of returning guests come early to the farm. They go on to the bread baking, they go on to the wine cellar tour, or they go for the essential oils tour. When they come back, they enjoy a glass of wine in our green room, or they go and have a swim at the spa, and after that, we check them in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there something in the area which is worth visiting? And because I think there are several places worth visiting. What is your personal recommendation if you want to step out just for one afternoon or having a dinner outside? Is there a place you can recommend?
Sure, there's quite a few places. I will say the best is, because it changed quite a lot, say the best is to go to Franschhoek.
Franschhoek. It's nearby.
It's nearby. It's a 20 minutes drive. It's a beautiful drive. It's one main road. You get shops and restaurants on either side of the road. There's a beer tasting, there's chocolate tasting, etc. Perfect. You park your car on the road, or you can make use of the Babylonstoren transfer. They can drop you off in the middle of Franschhoek, and you can explore that town. The other option is going to Stellenbosch, which is a university town. Stellenbosch, and there's also a lot of restaurants and wine estates in that area. So, but I always say, explore Babylonstoren first, and go see what's happening in the winelands.
Okay, and what is the combination you would recommend if somebody wants maybe not to walk, not to drive too far from Cape Town, but who wants to see a different landscape in the wider area? Would it be maybe Grootbos on the sea?
Most definitely. I will say the Overberg region. We call that the Overberg region.
The Overberg.
Yes. You have Stanford. You have Grootbos.
Yeah.
Grootbos is private.
Yeah.
Similar feel, not similar feel to Babylonstoren, but the accommodation, the views. Yeah. The food is exceptional.
Yeah, they're not farming.
Farming,
but
yes.
You can see the big Marine 5.
Exactly, yes.
And can do flower safaris, and they only produce their own honey. Yeah.
And you can go for shark cage diving. You can go and watch the whale. So it's
if you're a nature lover, you would recommend to do
Babylonstoren
as well as Grootbos.
As well as Grootbos.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I think so.
Yeah.
I did it once, and I was very amazed of all these different places, but the same kind of people, very addicted people and very friendly hosts. So you are very warm welcome in both places, I have to admit.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
And so after 13 years, what is the plan? Maybe are there some plans for development? Or a new farm maybe?
We've opened Soetmelksvlei. Not far from Babylonstoren, so you have to get on a vehicle. It's a Soetmelksvlei. It's a new.
Slowly.
Soetmelksvlei.
Vlei. A vlei. Okay.
Yes, Soetmelksvlei.
I have to Google. Okay.
It's like a intimate, private property where we take the staff on that side, take the guests back to the 19th century, and explain to them how things was done in the past. You know, like milking the cows to get the milk, and then they throw it in a type of machine, and they turn it and they separate the cream from the milk and to produce the butter. And of course, we also have a mill, so we produce the flour as well.
And that's where
and
the
they
name
bake the
comes
bread.
from. Okay. Yeah.
They bake the bread. So this the different workshops that we offer.
So this is a heritage place to learn about the former times.
That's correct, yes. And they've got a restaurant there. There's a play area for the kids.
Yeah.
I do have a brochure here, and I will hand it over to you. For more information.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. And then the Karen Roos and Koos-Becker, they also launched a small boutique hotel in England, in Somerset, back in 2019, isn't it?
You're talking about the Newt.
The Newt.
Yes.
It's called the Newt in England. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a similar feel to Babylonstoren.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was over there last year, the owners asked me, or Koos asked me, so Lionel, what do you think? What if between Babylonstoren and the Newt? Of course, you can't ask me that question. I mean, I was born and bred here in South Africa at Babylonstoren, so it will always be close to my heart. The Newt is beautiful in their own way, and I always say that. And not because I'm working at Babylonstoren. Babylonstoren is a unique property, a property that you will find nowhere else in the world. And so is the Newt. The Newt is unique in its own way. Beautiful accommodation, beautiful landscape, unbelievable shop, unbelievable restaurants, and the views are just amazing.
But it's different.
But it's different. On the other hand, Babylonstoren also got basically everything that we offer to our guests. They also have activities, the same as, you can see the similarities between them.
Were you born in the Wineland area or Cape Town? Or?
I was actually born not too far from, about 45 minutes from Babylonstoren.
Is it?
It's called a place called Malmesbury. It's a typical Afrikaans town.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I grew up and I went to school at Skoonspruit, which is also Skoonspruit Secondary School. It was also Afrikaans school. I did my studies in Cape Town. I worked in Paarl for a few years. In Paarl, yes, at the Grand Roche, which is
I know. Yeah,
you know
the ones.
Yes,
sure.
The Grand Roche, and
beautiful.
Actually wanted to move away from the tourism industry.
Yeah.
And then I heard that there was an opening of availability at Babylonstoren, And I went there for a few interviews, and when I walked through that little gate, the gate that gives you entrance to the garden, access to the garden, and I looked to my right and I saw that Babel restaurant. I mean, it wasn't that big when I started. I wanted to be part of this. I want to share this beautiful property with the South Africans and with the world. And I mean, I love working at Babylonstoren. I love the people, the friendly people, the hardworking people of Babylonstoren.
So there was love and passion from the very first moment.
Most definitely.
You stepped into the property.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the most satisfying thing is that we have a lot of returning guests, and when they check out after 2 or 3 days, and you can really see that they don't want to go, and they're like sad. You can see the sadness on their face, and they promise us, and even then they make a booking to come back the next year. And that is so satisfying.
Absolutely, yeah. It's difficult to leave such a place of tranquility and peacefulness and nature and colors and all the birds singing and how many species, 70 species, something around.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot, yeah. No, I can feel it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can feel it. Thanks so much for your time.
You are most welcome.
I wish you all success for tonight here in Cologne.
Thank you.
I'm heading back to Frankfurt, but it was good to be here and to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I hope in the next few years I will be able to welcome you back to our beautiful.
For sure.
That's good.
For sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you.